Guys, you need to say hello. Yeah, Amir, you okay? Hmm. Hello. Good. Okay, guys, we are starting in 5 minutes. Hello, 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 Pratham. Uh, Amir, this is maths, sketching of the curve. Yeah. So, Kevin, we are going to do sketching of the curve. Hmm. Okay. We are just waiting for more people to join, and we'll start in 5 minutes. Okay. Just we are waiting. More people are joining. That's good. Okay, guys, if you can write down your real name that who are in, that will be very good for me. Sorry, Miss Deepa, what's uh, I can help you if you can just thank you, Zaina. I can help you, but it is just my lesson, so I can't talk here. So you can email me. Okay, so then we will talk. Uh, okay, people are joining now. Who is CLPD? Please write down your name. At least say hello so that I can pronounce. Otherwise, okay. Thank you, Anarthan. So we are starting in 5 minutes. It's 3 minutes, 23 seconds now. So, okay. Hello, Vanika. Vanika, where is everyone? Write in a chat because we you can't talk. We can talk through chat. Yes, Nihal, we will do that definitely. It's my promise. Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's good. Oh, Vanika, it's very sad, right? Now you're telling. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay, okay, guys. So let's start now. I'm going to share my screen. If any year 13 students have joined, that's good. It will be a good revision for them. And if only this session is exclusively for year 12, but year 13 are most welcome. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now. So, so if you see, here's the first question now. So before we start first question, I can explain you some concepts. Yeah. So how things are happening, right? So first of all, if you see here, this is the question we are going to do. So see here, let's take year 13. You can revise with this here. So if y equal to x minus 1, x plus 1, and x minus 2, it is a cubic function. Yeah. So cubic function, first of all, what you can do, you can find the critical point. And how to find critical point? You put x minus 1 equal to 0, you'll get x equal to 1. From here, you put x plus 1 equal to 0, you'll get x equal to minus 1. And from here, you put x minus 2 equal to 0, you'll get x equal to 2. These are the critical points. Why it is called critical point? Because if you put x equal to 1 and x equal to minus 1 and x equal to 2, it will be 0, right? So it will be 0. Now, so here is my question. So if you put x equal to 1 here in this equation, then this thing will be 0. If you put x equal to minus 1, then this whole thing will be 0. And if you put x equal to 2, then this whole thing will be 0. Now, once you have done that, so you just need to make bridge shape diagram. Bridge shape diagram means arrange them in a order. So first one is minus 1, second one is 1, and third one is 2. Okay. So make bridge shape diagram like this. Okay, let's take any number greater than 2. If we take any number greater than 2, so let's take our favorite number year 10 is 10. Yeah. So year 10 we are putting here. So here. So I can say there are a couple of year 10 also here. So if we put number 10 here, so it should be 10 minus 1 becomes 9. If you put 10 here, 10 plus 1 becomes 11 and 10 minus 2 becomes 8. So if you multiply 9, 11 and 8, result will be positive. If it is positive, then next will be negative, positive and negative, and we can sketch the curve. Okay, so we can write down here it is minus 1 and it is 1 and it is 2. Okay, so after 2 it is positive, so it is starting from here. Between 2 and 1, if you see it is negative, so it should be negative. 1 and minus 1, it is positive again. And then after minus 1, it is negative. So examiner wants to see the coordinates here, and we need to find these coordinates. Okay, so you can see this y-axis, this is x-axis. On y-axis, x equal to 0. So our y is x minus 1, x plus 1, and x minus 2. So if you put x equal to 0 here, so you'll get y equal to 0 minus 1 is minus 1, 0 plus 1 becomes 1, and 0 minus 2 becomes minus 2. So if you multiply, you'll get 2. So coordinate of this point is 0 and 2. Is that okay? So this is the way we do sketching of the curve. Now question comes, uh, what we need to do, why you are taking alternative sign. Okay, so there is a trick behind that. It always follow trigono alternative sign in the bridge shape diagram. Okay, I will just explain you. One thing you need to remember, when they are not going to follow alternate sign, right? So I'll explain you one more question. Okay, so see here, one more question. Okay, so let's take one more question now. So yeah, so let's take one more question. So if it is y equal to x plus 1, 2x plus 1, and x plus 2. So first you need to find the critical point. I'm writing CP. CP stand for critical point. So x plus 1 equal to 0, you get x equal to minus 1. From here, you get x equal to minus 1 by 2. And from here, you get x equal to minus 2. Now, if those who have joined now, we put this equal to 0. So 2x equal to minus 1. So x is minus 1 by 2. X plus 2 equal to 0. So x equal to minus 2. Now, you need to make bridge shape diagram. Okay. So first one is minus 1 by 2. Arrange them in order. Then minus 1 and minus 2. Okay. Now, let's make bridge shape diagram. So it is going like this. Okay. Take any number greater than minus 2. So our favorite number is 10. So we'll take 10 here. So if you put 10 here, 10 plus 1 becomes 11. If you put 10 here, 10 times 2 is 20. 20 plus 1 becomes 21. And 10 plus 2 becomes 12. So if you multiply, you no need to multiply. If you multiply all these, result will be positive. We just worried about the sign. So it is plus. So then this should be minus, this should be plus and minus. Okay. Now you can say, sir, why you are following alternative sign? So I will tell you, when you no need to follow alternative signs. Just now you bear with me. So in the next question, I will say when you no need to follow alternative sign. So right now, they always follow, this graph is going to follow alternative sign. So plus minus minus plus. Okay. So let's write down here. It is minus 1 by 2. And then here it is minus 1 and it is minus 2. If we sketch a curve, so if you see after 2, it is positive. So it is starting from the positive section. Between 2 and minus 1, it is negative. And between minus 1 and minus half, it is positive, and then it is going down. Now, in this case, you need to find the coordinates here. So as this is x-axis, y-axis, on y-axis, x is equal to 0. If you put x equal to 0 here, if you put x equal to 0 here, so let's put y equal to x plus 1, 2x plus 1, and x plus 2. If you put x equal to 0, it should be 1, and it should be 1 again, and it should be 2. Right? So here x plus 1, x 0, right? And it should be 2x plus 1. So let me see. Yeah. So I'm just correcting my work. It is minus half, and it is minus 1, and it is minus 2. Okay. So x plus 1, 2x plus 1, and x plus 2. So that's okay. So I have taken any number greater than minus 2. So that's what the problem is, because my sketching part is just little correction requires. Just I will do it again. So I'll just do the sketching part again. Okay. So anybody who is coming, joining now, I'm just welcoming them. So here, this is x and y. So I did just one small error here, x and y. So minus half is coming here, minus 1 is here, right? Minus half, minus 1, and it should be minus 2. Okay. So that was the error I have. Now, after minus 2, yeah, so minus 2, minus 1, and minus half. So now this diagram, so minus 2 is coming here. So take any number this side. So let's take minus 10. So if you put minus 10 here, so minus 10 and plus 1. So we are following this one again. I'm writing. Ignore my previous drawing. Okay. So if you put x equal to minus 10 here, so I'm taking this shape diagram, right? So minus 2 here, and it is minus 1 here, and it is minus half. Okay. Just ignore this. Yeah. So let's take any number greater than this side, minus 2. So bridge shape diagram. Okay. Or you can take any number this side, minus half. So I'm taking 10 here. So it should be 11. It should be 10 times is 20, and plus 1, 21. We have already done that. And it is 12. So this should be positive. This is negative, positive, and negative. So after minus half, it is positive. Then minus half and minus 1, it is negative. And then minus 1 and minus 2, again, it is positive. And then, so this will be your sketching part. Is that okay? I'm sorry about that. I just messed up here with my drawing. Now, next thing, what you need to do, let's clear this ink. Okay. So if we are taking question like this, suppose y equal to x x minus 1 square. Okay. So what will be the critical point here? So first, before finding the critical point, you just break them. So it should be x minus 1 and x minus 1. You can break it. Okay. Now, for the critical point, you put x equal to 0 here. You put x minus 1 equal to 0. And you put x minus 1 equal to 0. So we got x equal to 0 here, x equal to 1, and it should be x equal to 1. So you can see these are repeated point. Yeah. So whenever repeated points are coming, so we'll check every single bridge. Okay. So it is 0 and it is 1. So make bit shape diagram. Okay. Now take any number greater than 1. So let's take our greater than number greater than 1 is 10. So I'm taking for this reason 10. So put 10 there. Okay. So I'm going to put 10 here. So y equal to x minus 1 square. If you put 10 there, it is 10 and 10 minus 1. So it should be 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 square is 81. So result is positive. We should worry about the positive sign. Okay, now here we will not follow alternative sign because here is a square and 2 points are repeating. So whenever you get repeated point, you need to check every single section. So here we check plus. Now let's take any number between 0 and 1. So let's take 0.5. If you put 0.5 there, so y equal to 0.5 and it should be x is 0.5 minus 1. I'm putting in this equation, which is in the rectangular box. So 0.5 minus 1 and it should be 0.5 minus 1. Okay. So if you see, here we got 0.5. 0.5 minus 1 is minus 0.5 and again minus 0.5. So you are getting positive sign here. So this will be positive. Okay. Any number less than 0, we are checking for this part. So let's take minus 10. So again, you put minus 10 in this equation. So it should be minus 10, minus 10 minus 1, minus 10 minus 1. So it should be minus 10 and it should be minus 11 and it should be minus 11. So minus and minus becomes plus, plus and minus becomes minus. So this will be negative. So our sketching of the curve will be looking like this. It should be 0, it is 1. After 1, it is positive. Between 1 and 0, again it is positive. So it will touch here. Okay. It will touch here and it will go back like this. And it is coming here. So it should be touching, right? And after 0, it is going down negative. I hope it is clear. Yeah. So, guys, is it clear? Okay. Okay. Guys, if you have any questions so far, you can ask here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Somebody has said no, sir. If you can, okay. Kavish is okay. Okay. So, Ms. Deepa, my email is ashishlondon@yahoo.com. Ashish.london@yahoo.com. Okay. Okay, Vanika, you have any question? Welcome. Okay, Mustaba, it is for year 12. I know it is very easy for you. Yes, Ashdeep, we will do that. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, now let's go for the exam question. Thank you, Inaya. So we are going for exam question now. So here is first exam question. If you see, okay, let me clear this ink. And this is exam question. So I just wanted to clear the doubt how the sketching is taking place. Okay, so let's move forward. So here is first exam question. If you see in this question, what is given here? Curve is given fx equal to x plus 3 square and x minus 1, and result and x belongs to real number, right? X belongs to a real number. Okay, so what we need to do, the curve uh, crosses the x-axis at 1 0. So this is the point they are saying 1 0, and touches at minus 3 0, and crosses the y-axis at 0 and minus 9. So this is 0 and minus 9. In the space below, sketch the curve y equal to fx plus 2. So this is our a part, y equal to fx plus 2. So fx plus 2 means if you put x plus 2 equal to 0, it means this graph is going to shift left hand side by 2 units, right? So left hand side by 2 units. So what we need to do, we are going to sketch this diagram. Okay, so here it is 0. Okay, earlier it was 0 and minus 9. Here it is 0 minus 9, and this point was 1 and 0. Okay, 1 and 0. So it is shifting minus 2 units, right? So once it is shifting minus 2 unit, so 1 to 0, then it is coming at minus 1, right? It is 0 and it is 1, 0 and minus 1. So graph is shifting at this point. It means this point is coming here at minus 1. So we can write down here minus 1. Is that okay? And this is minus 3. So minus 3 is going 2 unit back. So it is going at minus 5. So it is coming at minus 5. Okay. So this point will be minus 5. And this point minus 3, and this 0 and minus 9, it is moving here. It was 0, so it is moving at, if you are going 2 units, okay, so it is coming this side. So our diagram will be like this, okay, and it is passing from minus 1, and it will go like this. Is that okay? So this will be your graph. So y equal to, and y equal to fx. So this will be a graph of, now they are saying the curve crosses this in the sketch, fx plus 2. State the coordinates of the point and where the curve meets the x-axis. So the coordinate of this point will be minus 1 and 0, and this point coordinate will be minus 5 and 0. They did not ask the question, but if you want to write down the equation of this curve, so then you can write down. Uh, our original equation was x plus 3 square. They did not ask, I'm just telling you. So replace x with x plus 2 here. So x plus 2 and plus 3 is square, and it is x plus 2 minus 1. So we got x plus 5 whole square, and it should be x plus 1. So this is graph of this equation. Is that okay? So write down the equation of the curve C. So this will be your B part. Yeah, and graph is your A part. Now C part. Use your answer to part B to find the coordinate of the point where the curve meets the y-axis. So where curve is meeting the y-axis, it means follow my reading here. So here curve is meeting at y-axis. So on the y-axis, x will be 0. So if you put our equation is, change equation is x plus 5 square and x plus 1. And if you put x equal to 0 here, so we'll get y equal to 5 square, and it is 1. So 5 square is 25 times 1, that is 25. So coordinate of this point will be 0 and 25. Is that okay, guys? Is that okay? Is it okay? Okay, that's fine. Okay. So thank you, Arshdeep. Thank you, Simi. Bansal. Thank you, Simi. Okay. Okay, I will speak louder, right? And if you, okay, thank you very much. Okay, now let's go for the next question. Okay, so we are going for next question. Next exam question is, here's question number 2. So if you see here, this is a quadratic curve. and with the equation y equal to fx, and the curve C passes through the origin 6 and 0. So this point is given 6 and 0. Okay, and the curve C has a minimum point at 3 and minus 1. So this will be your minimum point, 3 and minus 1. On a separate diagram, sketch the curve with the equation. Okay, uh, y equal to f2x. So our A part is saying y equal to f2x, right? So as I explained in the class, here x coordinate is multiplied by 2, but we will not multiply by 2, we will divide by 2. We will always do opposite. So x coordinate will be divide by 2 because it is multiplied by 2. So we will just do opposite, divide by 2. Okay. So here it is 6, right? So half of 6 will be 3, right? So half of 6 will be 3. So it is still passing from 0. Okay. And 0. And this will pass from 3. So this will be the coordinate 3 and 0. And this is 0 and 0. Is that okay? 0 and 0. And what about the this point? So this was 3. If you see here, this was 3. 3. So this will become 1.5 and 1.5, and coordinate of this point will be 1.5 and minus 1. So y coordinate do not change. Do not change. D and C do not change. And x coordinate, if it is multiplied by 2, then it should be divided by 2. If it is multiplied by 3, then it should be divided by 3. We will do it accordingly. So this is your A part answer. B part is telling you y equal to minus fx. So this minus sign in front of the function is telling you you need to take reflection along x-axis. So this minus sign is telling you reflection along x-axis. Okay. So what will happen now? Reflection along x-axis. So our original curve was this one 0 to 6. Now it will be upside down and it is passing through like this. Okay, coordinate remains the same. It should be 0 6 and it should be 0 0. This coordinate will be changed. It was 3 and minus 1. So x is 3 already, right? But instead of minus 1, it has changed. So 3 and 1. Okay, that is your answer for B part. Now, for C part they are saying uh, y equal to fx plus p, and p is between 3 and 0. On each diagram, show that the coordinates of any points where the curve intersect the x-axis. Okay, so first of all, same thing. Uh, Here, y equal to x plus p. X plus p means x equal to minus p, means whole graph is going to shift in the left hand direction by p. And what is p? P is between 3 and 0. It can be 1, it can be 2, but it cannot be 3 and 0. It can be 1 and 2. So we will take P value as a P. Okay. So once it is shifting, so we are following this graph, our original graph. So when it is shifting, so what is happening? It was 0 and 0. So it is passing from minus P and 0. It has shifted in this direction, minus P and 0. Is that okay? And it was crossing at 6. So now it will cross at 6 minus p. Suppose this is the point here. It is 6 minus p because you need to take away minus p. And curve will remain quadratic curve 6 minus p. Okay. Now, here it was 3 and minus 1. Okay. 3 and minus 1. So suppose, so this point will be 3 minus p and minus 1 remains same. So this will be 3 minus p and minus 1. So this completes part C of this question. Okay. Uh, Guys, is that clear? Please write down in a chat if it is clear. Otherwise, I can go over. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Thank you, Simi Nihal, for your comments. Right. Okay. Is Halima there or not? Vanika, Halima is there, right? Yes, if she is there. or she might be sleeping. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Vanika. I know. She's a dodgy girl. Okay, let's go for now. She's missing my lesson. Okay, now, next question. If you see here, next exam question. Let me ask one more thing. Inaya, you okay? Inaya, are you there? Okay, okay. Your friends are there? Okay, okay. That's good. Yeah. Okay, Mushtaba, this is especially year 12 class, so we are not introducing mod. Yeah. Okay. So mod, we can do it separately for your maths paper. Okay. Now, let's back to the learning now. Here, question number 3. On the axis below, sketch the diagram. So this is very easy peasy question, right? So I'm just giving you 1 minute. Can you sketch it in your book quickly? Y equal to x, x plus 2, and then check you're working with my working. Okay. So do not see the solution I'm solving. You solve on the paper. Okay. You solve on the paper now. Please do not see the solution. You just solve. Okay. Okay. Couple of seconds left. Those who are solving. Okay. Thank you very much. So here, danger area. If you see this one, it is written here 3 minus x. Mistakes area. This is problem creator, right? Most of you must be thinking, oh, this is very easy question, but here is the problem. So it is 3 minus x. So first of all, you need to convert it into x minus 3. So once you're converting, so then minus sign is coming out. So it should be minus x and it should be x plus 2. And we can write down 3 minus x. Now what you need to do, uh, just sketch this part, and because there is a minus sign, then you reverse it, right? So I'm going to sketch this part. So after 3 it is positive, right? So it is positive. So 3 and 0 it is negative, and 0 and minus 2 it is positive. So this is graph of only this, what is in the rectangular box, right? But because of this sign, this graph will change. We need to reverse it. So whatever is going up, it will go down. Okay, it is going down. 0 and 3 it is going down, so it is going up, and it is going up, so it is going down, and this will be your final graph. Okay, so this question was easy but tricky. So this is what you need to. So now you can rub this green part. Okay, so that should be your final thing, right? Okay, so sorry, it has gone up. Yeah, so it is like this. So this will be your graph, right? Okay, this is your final graph. So remember, this minus sign, you need to give this minus sign attention. Otherwise, because of this minus sign, your marks will be deducted. Now again, here is another y equal to minus 2 over x. So we know that y equal to 1 over x graph is like this. Okay, when it is minus 1 over x, so minus 1 over x, so this is minus 1 over x graph. So it will be a reflection along x-axis. So this is coming here and this is going there. So it should be like this. Okay, but they have given y equal to minus 2 over x. So we need to sketch y equal to minus 2 over x graph here together. Okay, so I'm going to sketch minus 2 over x graph together now. So 2 over x graph, minus 2 over x graph will be here somewhere. Okay, and it should be here, right? Now they are saying using showing clearly all the coordinates of all the points. So coordinates of the points here, it is 3 0 minus 2 and 0 that we have already mentioned. And using your sketch, give a reason, the number of real solution to the equation this. So if you see this equation, what is written here? It is written x plus 2 from here. X plus 2, 3 minus x, and plus 2 over x equal to 0. So this equation we can also write, it is x plus 2, 3 minus x equal to minus 2 over x. Is that okay? So it means when this is equal to this, so there are two solutions here. If you see my black ink here, so there will be two solutions. One solution will be here where 2 over x and the red graph is intersecting, and here it is. Okay, so there will be two solutions, but they are not asking you to find out. They are asking find the number of real solution. So answer will be 2. Is that okay? Is that okay, guys? Okay, that's fine. Now, next, uh, thank you, Halima. Thank you, Halima. Okay, okay. So now the next question here. Okay, so next question is question number 4. Here it is. So please try this question. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Here we have asymptotes, examiner's favorite question, very important question. And they all are past exam questions, whatever I'm doing it. Okay, please do it now. Okay, so good if you are trying it. So here fx is given x over x minus 2, right? Fx over x minus 2. Now, x cannot be equal to 2 because if you put 2 here, so it should be x over 0 and it will be a not defined. Yeah, not defined. Right? Now, the curve passes through the origin and has two asymptotes. So, two asymptotes. First asymptote is y equal to 1, second asymptote is x equal to 2. Okay. In the space below, sketch the curve y equal to fx minus 1. So, same thing, fx minus 1. So, it means if you put x minus 1 equal to 0, so it is going to be shifted right hand side by 1 unit. Okay, so same graph is shifting right hand side by 1 unit. So I'm going to uh, sketch it here in the same graph so that you can see how it is going. So earlier it was passing from 0, now it will pass from 1. Let's do it separately so that there should not be any misunderstanding. So this is x and this is y. So it earlier it was passing from 0, now it will pass from 1. So this will be graph will be like this and it will be passing like this. Okay, so it is passing from 1. Okay, and wherever it is going, it is to asymptote was x equal to 2. So if you add 1, then it should be x equal to 3. So here it will be a new asymptote, that is x equal to 3. Okay, now y equal to 1 asymptote will remain the same. Y is not changing, y equal to 1. Okay, is that fine? And this curve is moving this side because we have already taken x equal to 3 asymptote. So see my green ink. So this curve is also moved 1 unit right hand side. Okay. So this is a sketch of A part. Okay. Now they are saying B part. Find the coordinates of the points where the curve with the equation fx minus 1 crosses the coordinate axis. Crosses the coordinate axis means it is crossing here and it is crossing here. So this point we already have, that is 1 and 0, and we need to find this point here. Here I'm putting question mark. This we need to find. So see, our fx is x over x minus 2, right? So if you replace x with x minus 1, so it should be x minus 1 and x minus 1 minus 2. So we get x minus 1 over x minus 3. Okay, that is fx minus 1. Okay, so when we put x equal to 0, because on the y-axis, x is 0. So if you put x equal to 0 here, okay, so uh, x equal to 0, so what you are getting? Y equal to 1 over 3, because both minus minus will be cancelled. Okay, so coordinate of this point will be 0 and 1 over 3, because if you put here 0 minus 1 and 0 minus 3, that is minus 1 over minus 3, that is 1 over 3. Okay, so this should be 1 over 3 and 0, and coordinate of this point will be 1 and 0. So this is 1 and 0, 0 and 1 over 3. Uh, Anybody wants me to repeat this? So please write down in a chat. Hmm. Okay, guys, everybody's okay. Year 12, please reply. Okay, I'm here. Okay, okay. Uh, okay, that's fine. Nihal, I'll answer all your question in a school. Okay. Now, question 4 is done. Now, question number 5. Okay. Please give it a try. So there are 3 part A, B, C. Please give it a try now. Please try this question. Yeah. Just couple of seconds more. Please try. You should be doing it. It is fx plus 2. So graph is going 2 unit up, plus 2 unit up towards y-axis. Okay. Uh, Thank you, those who are trying it. We do not have that much time. So here it is y equal to 1. Y equal to 1, when it is moving 2 unit up, so it will be going at 3, right? So this is y equal to 3 now. So y equal to 1 become y equal to 3. Now, minus 2 and 5. So y coordinate, if you add 2 in 5, it should be minus 2 and 7. Yeah. So minus 2 and 7. So y coordinate will be here minus 2 and 7, right? So it is minus 2 and 7. So we have done this. Okay. So curve will start. So let me draw this line. Okay. Yeah. So curve is starting from here and it will go and parallel to the asymptote y equal to 3. So this is your answer for question number 1, A part, 2 marks. Okay. So A done. B part, 4fx. Now, here 4fx. So 4 is outside. It means y coordinate, y coordinate should be multiplied by 4 and x will unchanged. X unchanged. Okay. So x will not be changed. Y coordinate will be multiplied by 4. So same graph. Okay. So in this time, uh, here everything will remain same. Okay. Now it is 4fx. So y coordinate multiplied by 4. So it was 3. So first you draw a line, asymptote line. So this should be y equal to 4. And here minus 2 times 5. Coordinate was minus 2 and 5. So this 5 should be multiplied by 4 and it should be 20. So it should be minus 2 and 20. So suppose here this is minus 2 and 20, this point minus 2 and 20. Okay, what about this point? So this point is coming here. Yeah, so curve is going like this. Okay, so this is your answer for B part. And remember, when I was marking paper, one student did not multiply asymptote by 4. Okay, because here it is y equal to 1. So you need to multiply it by 4. So it should go up. Otherwise, you will get method marks, not the accuracy mark. Okay, next one is C part. Be done. C part, super easy. Fx plus 1. So it means x plus 1 equal to 0. So x is going to be shifted left hand side by 1 unit, right? By 1 unit. So it was minus 2. So minus 2 is going left unit. So it should be minus 3 and 5. So this is easy. So let me sketch this part as well. This is easy now. So So this is going to be minus 3 and 5. Yeah, here. Minus 3 and 5. And asymptote will be y equal to 1. No change. And it is going like this. And it is crossing here. And then it will go parallel to y equal to 1. So this is C part, right? Any question, guys? Any question? Okay, please write down in your chat that sir, let's say q y equal to fx over 4. So do I times x by 4 or okay, very good question. So let's go back. So Inaya, your question is if it is multiplied by 4. So I'm changing my ink Inaya and see here. So see this painting. When you have multiplied by 4, so see, y coordinate should be times by 4. So when it is 1 by 4, 1 by 4, so y coordinate should be divided by 4. Okay. And this also divided by 4. Both thing divided by 4. Here we need to be like a good student. Whatever dad is saying, that we need to do. Dad is saying multiplied by 4, then multiplied by 4. That is saying multiplied by 1 by 4, then you need to multiply by 1 by 4. But whenever it is coming inside Inaya, like inside the bracket 4x, here dad is saying multiply by 4. Do not listen to dad. Then you divide by 4. If dad is saying here inside the bracket, divide by 4, do not listen. Then you multiply by 4. Okay. This is what it happens. Okay. Should I show you with the one example? Inaya, write down in a chat box. I can show you with the one example. Semi, all good? Inaya, is it clear? Who's Miss Deepa? She's asking for dinner. I am vegetarian. I'm eating just aloo matar. Okay. Inaya, okay, that's fine. So Inaya, this is you have asked one question, so I'm just going right hand side and explain you. So see how things are changing. So if let's take one question here, and on the basis of that question, we apply. Suppose y equal to 9 minus x square in Aya. Yeah. So 9 minus x square, you can write down 3 minus x and 3 plus x. 3 minus x and 3 plus x. If somebody asks f2x, so this is your fx, f2x. Here dad is saying multiplied by 2, but with we are in the bracket. So do not listen to dad. Divide by 2. Okay. So divide by 2. So this graph, 9 minus x square graph will be looking like this. Okay. 9 minus x. So minus 3 here and 3 here. And it is going, passing from 9. Okay. Now, here dad is saying multiply by 2. So multiply by 2 means divide by 2. So in that case, what will happen? X coordinate, you divide by 2. X coordinate divide by 2. So it, instead of 3, it is passing from 1.5, and here minus 1.5. Shape of the graph will remain same, and this 9 will remain same. Okay, now when 2 is outside like this, twice of fx. Here, whatever dad says, we just do it. Inside the bracket, we do not listen. So here dad is saying times by 2. So in that case, what will happen? We'll multiply by 2. So what will happen here? What you are going to multiply? Multiply y coordinate. Y coordinate by 2. So it was 9. So it should be 18. And x coordinate will remain unchanged. Okay, Naya? Is it making sense? Okay, now thank you. Now let's go for the last question. Okay, we are for the last question now. Question 6. This is examiner's favorite question. Here they have said factorize completely. Factorize completely. So what does it mean? Means you need to factorize. Okay, fx equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 9x. Yeah. So you need to factorize. So let's factorize it now. So for this one, fx equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 9x. So take x out. So it should be x square minus 6x plus 9. And once you factorize it, so you will get it is x minus 3 square. Okay. X minus 3 square, it means repeated point. It is cubic equation. So x equal to 0, x equal to 3, and another x equal to 3. It means repeated point. Now, they are saying sketch the curve. Again, you write down here 0 and 3. Make bridge shape diagram. Okay. For this area, we are checking. Let's take any number greater than 3. So our favorite number is 10. So put 10 here in this equation. Okay. So it should be 10, and 10 replace x with 10. It should be, so anyway it is coming positive, right? So it is coming positive. Let's write down here positive. Okay, take any number between 0 and 3. So let's take 2. So if you put 2 here, it should be 2, and 2 minus 3 is square. So it should be negative. Negative square will turn into positive. So this is also positive. So see, we got positive and positive. Whenever a square is there, cube is there, it means you need to check every single this bridge shape diagram, every single section. Now, after 0, take any number. Let's take minus 10 for here. So if you put minus 10 here, so it should be minus 10 minus 3 square. So minus 10 minus 3 square, it will be positive. Positive times negative, it should be negative. So sketching done. So you write down 0 here, 3 here, x-axis, y-axis, and we can sketch now. So our sketching will look like after 3 it is positive, between 0 and 3 it is positive, so it will turn like this, and after 0 it is negative. So this is a sketching of the curve, and coordinates of this point is 3 and 0, and this is passing from origin 0 and 0. Is that okay? So A part factorize done, B part sketching of the curve done. Now C part, a sketch on a separate diagram. So do not sketch here, separate diagram, this equation y equal to x minus 2 cube minus 6 x minus 2 square plus 9 x minus 2, and showing the coordinates of the point at which the curve meets the x-axis. So this is important, right? So what you need to do, x minus 2. So if in this x, okay, see my green ink now. If in this x you replace with x minus 2, so it should be x minus 2 cube. If you replace x with x minus 2, so x minus 2 square, and it is 9x minus 2. Okay, so what is happening? X is changed with x minus 2. So if fx minus 2, it means this graph is shifting 2 unit right hand side. Okay, so it's very easy because they have asked us to draw on a separate diagram. So I'm doing it. It was 0 0. So instead of 0 0, it is shifting 2 unit. It is passing from 2 and 0. It was touching at 3. So 3 plus 2 becomes 5. So it will touch at 5 and 0, and you will get the same graph like this, like this. Okay, so this is, and they are asking curve meets the x-axis. So this is the point 2 and 0. This is 5 and 0. Is that okay, guys? Yeah. Yes, Rudraksh, it is for JE as well because this is year 11 CBSE syllabus. So you can go over it, right? Okay. Yes, Jaskaran, how are you? Okay. Year 12, year 13, any question? Yes, Nihal, I will give you tips. Okay. Uh, okay. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay. All year 12 and 13, please write down your response here so that I can just close this stream. Thank you, Inaya. Okay. Simi, Varnika, Halima. Thank you, Amir. Thank you, Nihal. Okay. Thank you, Pratham. Okay. So, okay. Okay, Simi, did you enjoy this session? Okay. So, thank you very much for all your support. And I think I could help you, and it is for your exam point of view very important. So, see you next time. Until then, goodbye. Thank you very much. Yes, I will do stats. I will do stats. Thank you. Yes, and I will do mechanics. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.